Honestly, I'm really not sure what this run's going to look like. I did start myself off with Super Boost as well, just because I was slightly worried about taking too much damage from the fires. I'm not the best with Viridian Trinket, and I can take a bit of damage, especially if there's a fire slot on the board constantly. So I'm trying this run that, yeah, because I can do a shot like this, which doesn't actually go down like it. Let's actually see if that did get the slot there. Hmm. Now would be a good time to mention though, I did manage to pull off a shot quite recently. Wow, okay. Maybe the super boost was overkill. It looks like I have a lot of damage to work with. Um, where I managed to get a chest with no short fuse or enhanced gunpowder, an extra chest passive. I went back and I looked at the shot again to try and repeat it, and yeah, I must have gotten it like pixel perfect or something. I'm having a lot of trouble trying to replicate it. I'm sure it is very possible to replicate, but I have like multiple screenshots that I was trying, like different setups. It wasn't exactly working. So I'm sure it can be done, but I'm not really going to try and head for it. It's not really something I want to learn either. Sometimes it's better just to like lack the knowledge for those kinds of things because otherwise, like if you're not doing it every single shot, then like what's the point? You're missing out on value then, and that can be a bit constricting, shall we say? I'm actually managing to navigate properly, which is insane. I'm shocked. I thought the starting Viridian would make my navigation a lot weaker, but I've been pleasantly surprised so far. I should really clear up the right hand side, shouldn't I? Hopefully that does it a bit. Oh, good shot. Okay, that's the shot. So I'm just gonna keep my mouse here. Can I keep my mouse in? How do I press the... It's like the S on the boards. Like around about there. Phew, good. Just need to make sure I get this elite. Because I should be able to take on an elite pretty easily, is what I was going to say. I got a plant spike. Oh my god, I see. So that's the combo that I'm trying to play for. And wow, that is... Oh my god. Did you guys see that? Oh. Well, that is good. That is really good. Let's just get that refresh real quick. So you can actually go in a 2 times slot. Oh, damn, I actually got the 0.5. Shocking. You can actually go in a 2 times slot and then exit it. You've already trinket. I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. It wasn't that. That is very good. Horrible does stuff. Horrible does not do stuff. It's fine. Yeah, like that. Did you see that? 372. That was not a natural 372 damage. No, lucky penny. Look, I'm playing Spinventa, so a lucky penny is undoubtedly going to be pretty solid. Just there we go. That works. Should be fine. Yeah, like you can go down a 2 times slot and then wow. Oh my god, 700 damage. You really can tell. It's like, yes, the cerebral does not normally get 1500 damage. I've just been using a 2 times slot to, wow. So let's try not to decrease my base damage. It's something I like doing an awful lot, and my base damage being... That's impressive. Okay. Weighted chip definitely has some amazing use cases. It seems like my recent discoveries have proven that there are even more amazing use cases. And that's just nice. It's nice to be able to pick up a weighted chip. Wow. And the fact that it works with pumpkin pie so well as well is just like crazy. Like pumpkin pie weighted chip, I already knew that one. That one is quite good. Although I only learned that one recently. Quite recently. And this is just like, wow, very unexpected. And extremely good. The fact that you can just go in a 2-time slot and then leave, and then go in again, and then like that shot, like that's the 72 damage horror terrible that hit how many pegs? I barely hit any. Wow, okay. I like this a lot. This was a great recommendation. I kind of want to go to the store. Yeah, sure. I'll aim towards the store. Like, yeah, if you guys have any fun run recommendations, feel free to leave them in the comments. I've done a good job of getting to run recommendations, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because this was one of those. And damn, this is kind of crazy. I definitely. The Super Boots is insurance. I don't think I needed it, but it makes it a lot safer. Yeah, I definitely could have done it without Super Boots. It's just a bit worried, you know, it's Crucible 20 and all. Although, to be fair, the damage multiplier does still have to deal with the problem of smacking into one enemy. And in Area 2 in particular, I think I'm going to really appreciate the Super Boots. Although, I was just thinking about how much I needed AoE. This is exactly that. So yeah, I think I'll just pick that up now. I'll try a shot like this. It's not going to work out the way I want it to. So here I have a choice. Still like the look of the left-hand path more, but it looks like my decisions have been made for me. Alright, if you can like go on a 2-time slot and then go on a 2-time slot again, then yeah, it's possible this would be dead. Okay, I was mildly joking, and apparently I only needed one 2-time slot. I tried to upgrade the assembly. Well, that's a. I think I'm actually pretty good at hitting refreshes, unfortunately. It's really unfortunate, but Overwhelmer is just such a good AWP here. Always check behind the waterfall. Nice, a free elite. That's why I went to this question mark. Can I do the same again? Same again, please? I mean, surely, right? It really doesn't take that much, does it? Oh my god, wow. I mean, there's a 2 and 5 that I just instantly win. Or, you know, that just get enough damage that I don't need one. Barbar's Orb is a lovely orb. Unfortunately, damage boost. Unfortunately, bounciness right now is kind of a downside. I simply will not be able to get that much use out of it, which is very unfortunate for the rubber that I would otherwise love to pick up, but Viridian Trinket plus bounciness usually is a bit too much. Wow. Yeah, this is why I wanted literally any AoE orb. And the fact that it's an AoE orb that has a lot of potential upgrades it can get is nice. I like being able to get good use out of the asset. That's 6-9, that's a lot of damage. It really could be very interesting. I just don't exactly know how to if I'll get good use out of this run. A fresh bandana? Oh my god. Makes me so much happier about that was actually a lot of bombs. Turning down that peg bag previously. So much happier actually. It's incredible just what oh I can do a shot like oh my god. I've never had Viridian on this map. You know, like obviously you can only get in custom runs, but I've never done that before. Oh, that's neat. That's some pretty solid damage for shot 1 hit. Skillfully dodging the 2-time slots. Apart from then, yeah, that time I actually. Oh my lord, nice. And then I get rewarded with quite possibly the best part of the assemble here. Oh. This has the nice effect of dealing less self-damage, which is definitely extremely valuable. I kind of want to... It's incredibly ballsy, but I kind of want to just take that. I have Overwhelmer. So I think I'm just fine. Let's see. The thing is, it's like more multipliers on top of more multipliers, so I think it should just be good, but admittedly my shot 1 there was pretty bad. Should have been aiming much more for 2-time slots. Alright, let's just check out where my stores are. I see. I did try and say stores plural, but it seems I'm not getting that. 814. Oh my lord. Power Glove boosting the damage is certainly handy. And the crit damage assemble should also be able to get... Yeah, it's so much damage. Bit of a shame that I can't... Well, find any more assembled pieces. I'm not actually sure what I was going to say. I can't go to 2 stores, I think. That's what I was going to say. Ring of Pain, a lovely boost. 374, let's let him spawn. I was hoping you would just leave. That was very much an end shot. Looks like you wanted to prove me otherwise, eh? It's not every day a horrible gets 400 damage. That literally got kills. Most impressive, I guess. That honestly just smashes through another enemy. Actually, I got 0.5 times. I did not think I would get 0.5 times that much. I just realized a hilarious combo which I could totally try and go for. Yeah, not a good idea. All been quite solid, but with the spec downgrading that I have, maybe not the best idea. Honestly, I kind of want to see how many I can just smash through. I guess I probably should name it this, though. Something more like that is probably more ideal. It almost certainly hit a crit, and I want it to be going in as many ×2 slots as possible. Oh my god. At this point, you can't even pop the 0.5 times slot, so that's just... It actually just deleted every single one of them, I love that. Oh, I missed the refresh, oops. My bad. Alright, this should just do some things, I believe. Alright, I was thinking, I was just like, do I need more peg upgrading so that I'm not having to deal with the peg downgrading? But yeah, no. Sometimes I would recommend it for your peg downgrading runs, but this is definitely a run where we can just like slam as much damage as we want, and it'll probably just be enough to get us there. I don't know why I didn't shoot on the left side of the map there. It was very much the ideal place to be shooting. Good stuff. Not getting anywhere near as much healing out of super boots as I thought, to be honest. And that is a good thing. Since I basically just got super boots just so I wasn't burning the health every combat going into the 0.5 times slot. I mean in the 5 slot, sorry. A solid first shot. A solid first shot, yeah. Refresh also trigger a crit. That is a lot of critting I've got going on, and I am not a class that you would expect to have this much critting capabilities. I mean, I don't have special burn, right? So it's only 3. Let's do. It's only 5 crits, you know. ×2 slots. Damn, I missed both. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is just it. This is literally just the last shot. The only shot. Yeah, this is... That's kind of the reason why I wanted this whole combo. The whole shebang. Because damn... Wow, okay. That was an instant 3,000 damage. 45... 60... Ah. Excuse you too. Just 15,000 damage. I love this. This is actually such fun, and also I should probably actually do some upgrading. I'm kind of sitting on a lot of cash, aren't I? It's impressively easy to just not notice that. I haven't been to a store yet, though. I went from getting 8 stores in a fight to nice. To getting that's actually a really nice thing about Viridian. That map navigation is something that I actually struggle with a lot, so Viridian just giving it to me for free is very kind. But yeah, that's one of the actually... what's this? Yeah. Like, that's right, I literally had 8 stores. And this run, my first store is just before the boss, in Area 2. Wow, I was expecting a bit more than that. I guess I should have shot on the other side so the 0.5 times. Like, the fact that 0.5 times slot is that strong is still just kind of crazy to me. Oh yeah, are you ready? More 2 times? Yes. Perhaps once more? I mean, I don't need it at this point, do I? Bam. But why not, after all? Why not? Okay. Sorry, is that +3 upgrade? Ah, so you're telling me if I happen to remove every single of my deck and every single shot I was just happening to shoot my thing, then my boss passive would actually be doing, oh my god. My boss passive would literally be ×2 damage. For a dagger where I have how many crits on the board? Okay, this navigation seems really, really bad. What if I do something really, really horrendous like this? What do we think about this? Okay, it looks really bad, doesn't it? I guess I'm going to the left. Oh my god, I don't have enough crits on the board, you know what? Yeah, I agree. Oh my god. As I said, my navigation with counterfeit, counterfeit, with Viridian, it's not as solid as it should be. I don't really use this passive often, and honestly, even if I did use this passive a lot, I don't think I would have found this interaction. It's a pretty niche interaction just because a lot of the time I don't feel like I'm in a position where I can take the super boots. Which boss am I fighting again? Depending on which boss I'm fighting, the health actually matters a lot. And also, why am I shooting over to the right? I should very clearly be shooting over to the left. Wait, oh, there we go. I'm shooting over to the left when I should be shooting over to the right. Alright, upgrade that. Alright, first store. Hopefully it's got some interesting stuff, eh? Alrighty, 65. There we go. That is much more like it. Okay, a dupe station and a upload day. Okay, we can work with that. I've almost got my spin venture originality benefits back on my pebbles. That's nice. Where's my 2x slots? I really should have checked where the 2x slots were before shooting my shot, but doesn't look like it mattered that much, does it? Something like that. Yes. Oh my god. This combination is. Oh, I got a 0.5. Oh, boring. Oh well. Let's just shoot a 422, which the second hit's a crit. Yeah, would you look at that? The damage is what I like to call pretty solid, as well as it's not actually downgrading the pegs. That's neat. Very, very neat. Alright, can I get a tiny little splash more healing? There we go. Not quite. Okay, I get to shoot this immediately. I'm going to do a shot like this. I think a shot like this with dupe station is enough to get a kill first shot. I'm being fully serious. Even if you go on the 0.5x slow at this point, it doesn't matter, does it? Just to do that, you have to hit a whole bunch more pegs, and it just, yeah, okay. This assemball is working out, huh? I even have, oh my god. Oh my god. Bomb as well? No, I'll pass on the bomb. That was interesting. We have... I could totally do that. I don't want to, though. Faraday's... Wait. I really like my burn game plan, but this is hilarious, and it's actually, honestly, pretty solid here. Especially with the fully assembled now. I say fully assembled. It is fully assembled. We don't care about that last part. I honestly don't want the meteorite. I think that the kinetic, the explosive force right now is actually kind of bad, and might be kind of shocking to say, but I think adding an extra token onto the bulb is probably bad, but I'll still take it anyway. I don't like skipping boss passives too much, even if sometimes they do have negative effects. It's like I feel like when I'm shooting my a cool orb, this orb, I kind of want it to just be going net neutral. Like I love it when it goes net neutral, and it's slightly harder for it to do that with Sparrow Speed. Adding duds onto the board. I have Round Guard, yeah. Oh god. I knew that I had one of them. I just couldn't remember if it was Round Guard or Decoy Orb. That's because it's both? No, no Decoy Orb. That was neat. 1800 damage. Okay. This is an excellent seed for the assembler, apparently. Consideration. Hold on, who are we fighting? It's just not necessary. I already have the concentration boss passive. There's not much point in adding on a concentration too. Oh, that's an enhance. Enhance is neat because boom, nice. I was mildly confident that I would get that, but yeah, I definitely did not know for certain. That's for sure. All right. Good luck. Good luck to you. Oh, I was gonna say, how's it downgrading, but that'll be this Viridian's fate. How much damage is this? Just need to make sure that I actually spot how much damage this is, because... Aha! Neat. Let's just start building another assemble. I'm of course joking, that's a very bad idea. I like my +2/+4 on my... Let's try that again. I said I'd try that again and then I proceeded to fail the shot. Great. Okay. It's the third upgrade assembles piece I've seen. Hey, that was a random leak. Nice. I've seen this game. I'm just going to take a wool chicken because it doesn't really impact my run that much, and it's definitely not going to impact my run. The elemental mantle is doing damage to the enemies, and I actually don't want that right now. I'm very pleased with the way how I'm dealing my damage, and I would like to keep that up. Okay, taking this Fairlay's Fate was obviously the right call. It just lets me use the 2x multipliers a lot more, and it's unfortunate that it's not going to actually get to the boss fight, but oh well. Being semi-serious, I'm pretty sure it's actually not getting to the boss fight, yeah. There are just too many maps like this where, I'm not capped out yet. Wait, am I allowed to do damage? My first shot might have been too good. The good news is... No, actually there is no good news. I'd have to shoot the assemble. That's the good news. Pretty sure the assemble should be fine. So actually... The Faraday's Fate might actually remove its ability to do damage. Either way, I've been through like 20 plus Faraday's Fate charges this combat, so as I said, it's not lasting for the boss fight. Part of the reason why I didn't want to take it, the other part of the reason was, as you saw during that combat, there actually was that moment where I literally wasn't sure if I had enough damage to get the kill. Simply because I thought I might have downgraded my picks too much, because my first shot was just that good. What happened to my max health? It disappeared, and also so did my charges. There we go. Alright, no shot this doesn't just murder everything. Actually, it could not murder everything. Actually, it's not possible for it to murder everything. But it basically murders everything, you know, that doesn't count. Yeah, I know that there's still an enemy left, but is there really? Is there really? Very nice and simple fight there. I'm gonna keep pressing that heal button because it seems like my health is going down, down, down. That is a short stack, my friends. Short stack is pretty solid because, as it turns out, I'm critting every shot. And I have a ×2 multiply, and I have +2 crits on the board, so definitely want to head to this store. In a perfect world, I get another elite and an extra remove. So let's see if I can find both of those, because they would massively boost my game plan, to be honest. What am I at now, by the way? 56. It's just not happening, is it? You can get them, right? Oh, yeah, sure. You're standing aside to let the assemble miss. Alright, well, don't worry, because the second assemble is going to be just as strong. See, just as strong. It's going to be even stronger because it's actually going to do something. Oh my. I'm impressed, honestly, I'm impressed. Honestly? Oh, that was the dupe station shot, that's funny. Alright, assemble, I'm still waiting for the assemble. Okay, this time for sure. This time was not for sure, actually. I'm actually losing health. Hold up. I wanted to get my assemble doing stuff this run. Maybe I should have just tried to do this run. I did this fight. That's much more like it. Now let's pull off a shot like this, which actually gets good damage. Thank you. I feel like you could have pulled that off much earlier, but I digress. Do I have cookie? I actually am kind of in need of healing, but healing's overrated. Alright, let's see what the healing. Oh, yeah, nice, good healing. Let's see. Oh my god, that was exactly what I was looking for. Yes. Alright, I now have my supplementary penalty on my Pebble, but if you want to give me at least one removal in this next fight, I would be very pleased with that. 2800 damage. That's solid. I was actually expecting slightly more progress. A bit like that. That was so much damage, and it was such a short time frame. I really shouldn't shoot to the left, but I did. I think it was just... Actually, that's really, really nice. I mean, there's just no shot, right? I'm just gonna sink in some upgrades because we know that that's gonna end up happening. No, should I actually get a remove? Back up to 100 health. Okay, I didn't get a remove, but I sure did get a rematch. And not a rematch that he wanted. Not at all. Did I one-shot him on the... No, I didn't one-shot him. But you know what I did do? I killed him very fast. Way faster than you'd expect. And this time it took a while to kill him. But it was still only in the one-shot, and oh my god, that's a lot of 2x multipliers. It wasn't cap. Sasha focus, yes. I'll take the one that does something. Now let's just pretend that it actually does something real. Look, it does do something. It's just... doesn't matter. Nice. Literally just 1-2 times multiplier and then boom. You're at 1500 damage all of a sudden. You blinked. Oh, this combo is crazy. The numbers are just quite impressive, shall we see? Let's let them move up so that they can spawn in, so that I can just shoot a shot, and then it's just basically instantly killed. Oh my. Ah, pleasant. I do want this. Oops. That's fine. I didn't really care about healing. I was just pressing it just because I could. Also, the reaction should be kind of fun with the assemble. It's my dream, at least. 45. I'm shocked it made it to the boss fight, honestly. Because we had that one fight which dropped like 30 charges, and I was just like, please don't kill him with a horrible. Did I really just... Wait, it's going... Not quite. Alright, please just enter real quick. Thank you, thank you. Alright, now I just do a shot like, oh, I see. That's the problem with entering for the opposite reaction shot. But yeah, this is what I wanted to watch. Why'd you have to go on the 0.5 times slot that many times? Okay, towards the end of the run, I was getting a lot of 0.5 times slots. I'm shocked that Serene's Fate didn't pop. I was fully expecting it. Our build was quite nice for popping a lot of pegs, and wow. Wow. Yeah, definitely one of the strongest things you can do in this game all the time is just stacking multipliers on top of multipliers. And that's what we managed to do with the weighted chip plus our first boss passive. The Endless Devouring, it worked out really, really well here. I generally... Here's the problem. These two passives, they have the same issue for me. Which is I don't actually understand the situations where they're good in enough to get good use out of them a lot of the time. Because I'm pretty sure they're actually quite solid in a lot of situations that I'm not actually expecting them to be good in. Probably because I mostly build out for a lot of other boss passives where they're usually heading in different directions. Like, for example, with me picking out Rubble, although one of these is very good with Rubble, but you're definitely going to want a passive like Overwhelmer to pick it up. To pick up, like, how powerful it is in, like, Area 2. This Power Glove was lovely. Absolutely lovely. And then to top it off, we got the short stack later. Like, short stack for the +4. Oh my god, +8 damage towards the end. And that is so much. Like, when you're working with double multipliers, or potentially even more, that's just a crazy, crazy amount. Love how many crits we have. We just hit all of everything, really. Like, literally the only thing we didn't hit is a peg bag. Like, if only we'd seen a peg bag this run. If only, right? But I never saw a peg bag. Otherwise, I would have definitely taken it because peg bag's an amazing passive, which there's definitely no other passive that I would take for this build because it's actually just like really solid and just. It is disappointing I had to turn out the peg bag. Let's stop the joke now. The overwhelmer though, tearing through the area 2 fights and even some area 3 fights, just like smashing through like a row of 5 enemies. Oh, it's so good. Overwhelmer is such a fun passive. It's a shame that most of the time you're not going to get that much value out of it. And most of the time, it's like, oh my god, I have like a Rubble solo comp and I'm in Crucible 20. Like, please, I'll take this Overwhelmer. But let's be honest, most of the time it's just like, oh yeah, I'll take this Ogre or Prime Roller Frost because they're just on average better. This is what I would say. It depends on your build, I guess. But yeah, wow, this combo was interesting. Would I have died without Super Boots? Here's the thing, actually. Crossbow kind of terrifies me. I think I might have died to crossbow actually, as well as Area 3's Fairly's Fate. I might have also died there. This is of course saying, like if I didn't find a super boost during the run, which I think is a fair statement to say. But obviously, like it's not that hard finding a super boost. It's reasonably common. It's reasonably common. Uh, wow, this was a crazy assemble. Like, actually, just so good here. The fact that the assemble fully counteracted the downside of this boss passive, which meant it just sat there with double damage, was like, oh, it just tore through everything.